Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new. I'm sorry, I just moved my microphone. We are finally moving on to the next house in Newcrest. These houses are two family homes technically. One of them is a couple. They are engaged and they have a toddler and an infant, which is this first household. These are not my Sims. These are Versante's Sims. I just downloaded them and I really like the way they look. These are one of two Sims I downloaded for Newcrest. The other one is just like a single female Sim with two cats. She lives in the apartment building, which is you'll see in the next video when I do the apartments. But this first house belongs to them, and then the second house belongs to the Purdue family, which are just like Max's created Sims. So it's Ollie, Babs, and then Ollie's sister Cassidy, I think. So Ollie and Babs are married, and then Cassidy is just living with them. This first house is probably, I mean, actually both houses are pretty well decorated except for bedrooms. I need to get better at doing bedrooms, but by the time I get to the bedrooms, I am so over the houses. I will say too, this whole video is for separate recordings. This first house took me, the two recordings together is like 3 hours, and I got it down to like 28 minutes. Of like cutting out waiting for build by to load when searching stuff, and then also just speeding up the videos. So very proud of myself for doing that. I'm also really proud of myself of like how decorated I got these. Like they very much feel like they feel lived in, which is really nice. Um, I've been slowly working on tooling Willow Creek, and finishing up the land grab and Alto family house in Oasis Springs. So those are the only two buildings left. Because I like a few days ago finished the apartment building, or like the larger apartment building in Oasis Springs that Don Lothario, Katrina, and Nina all live in. So I've just got 2 more builds left there. I've also been working on some shells. Well, I've been working on the shell portion of the Newcrest builds. So, like in the background of this build, in the, or more so in like the background of the Purdue family, you'll see the apartment building. It doesn't have any windows on it yet. Um, uh, that I actually just put windows in it right before I did this recording. So, but with this voiceover, I mean, when you see it in the background of these videos, it doesn't have windows in it. But I just finished the shell for the movie theater, and the movie theater has like a this abandoned, what is it called? Like factory building in the background, which I like to think is like where a bunch of like teens go to like party, and uh it's there's a shit ton of stuff like laying around. Well, there will be. I haven't decorated it yet. But um the movie theater itself took me so long to figure out, because I'm like, I don't know if I want to just do 2 like theater rooms, or if I want to do more than that. And then I also wanted to put bathrooms and like a little concession area. And it's like, if you go into Newcrest and you look at that like line of lots on the right hand side, it's the top one, so it's like really skinny and long. So while I wanted to do a wide building, I couldn't. Um, but I really like the way it turned out. It's not the greatest looking movie theater because I did try building on a bigger lot and I liked it more, but I couldn't figure out how to switch up the lots in Newcrest to make it fit. And I also like the idea of like Willow Creek because technically Newcrest is downtown Willow Creek. I want to get the mod to rename worlds because a lot of my worlds are like um but I like the idea that Willow Creek has a smaller movie theater instead of quite a big one. So but as you can see, I literally tried to like have like so much shit going on in this like main area of the house because I will be playing in this house rotationally. I just won't be doing it on, it won't be part of videos. So what I want to do when I do my rotational series is do 3 days in a household, but then each video is only 2 households, so it's 6 days, but you won't see every single day of the calendar. So like I might record for, so like we're in winter right now, even though like you can't tell because I did like the build from Managed Worlds. We're in winter right now, so the first 3 days I am using as like setting up skills and careers and zodiac signs and everything because I have to like be in the household for like an hour or two. But then days 4, 5, and 6 we're gonna be in the goth household, but that's because it's Christmas coming up. And then we'll be in the Pleasant household because what I want to do too is teenagers live for 2 in-game years, so they'll have one quote-unquote birthday party and then one actually aging up into a young adult birthday party. So for the Pleasant twins, it'll just be like a decorative party when we do it for them. They're not aging up yet. They're turning 16 in the game. So when you go from like child to teen, you're turning 14. Then you get decorative birthday party is 16, and then going into young adult is 18. So I'm happy with the way that that's set up. But the counters in this save or this save. Oh my god, I'm sorry. It's been a hot minute since I've done a voiceover. It's been a week, so don't mind me. I've literally spent the whole week fucking decorating and fixing my game, and I'm done. I didn't even get to do my build by folder. It took me a week to get through my CAS folder. It was so bad because I didn't talk about this in the other Newcrest video because that was recorded before I decided to do this. But I went through, I got rid of any skin details that I didn't like, any tattoos that I didn't like. I only managed to get through my teen through elder female sims, like really get through like the nitty gritty stuff because I did a big purge a while ago. But as far as like my skin details, I retagged the shit out of those. So like only my skin blends are in forehead. I mean, other than like some merged skin details that I want like all of the like spaces for. I have eye bags and mouth crease. I have eyelids in eye details. Like it's so, I moved moles to a different, like they're all in one spot and all my freckles are in one spot. It makes making Sims so easy, but it took so long. And trying to figure out where I wanted to put everything was also a nightmare. But I was also downloading CC while I was doing this, which is so bad. But I physically cannot stop myself from downloading CC. Stop. I will be, while I'm building in Newcrest, I'm going to work on finishing my CAS folder since I won't really be going into CAS. And then while I do Newcrest CAS and for the next world that I haven't decided on yet, I'm going to work on my build by folder. So we'll see how that goes. The main issue is like anything under decorations. Like, I don't need as many plants as I have. I don't need, like, I have so many replicas, and I want to try and use more in-game shit too. So I just need to, like really slim down my build by folder. I'm also deciding whether or not I want to keep any CC with English on it. I think if I have a Simlish version of it, I'm going to delete the English version. But I will keep some like English CC if I cannot find a Simlish version of it. So, but I think we're finishing up with the living room now. I'm hoping. I I really like the idea, and I know that not everyone likes playing The Sims this way, but it's my personal preference. If it's something that can happen in real life, it's something that could happen in my game, but it's not guaranteed to happen in my game. Like, not every real life problem is in my game. But I'm not gonna not do something in my game because it happens in real life, you know? So, this family, the uh mom, she's the only one who works. The dad stays home with the two kids, which is a toddler girl and an infant boy. But he's not the most attentive parent to the kids. So while he keeps them alive while the mom is at work, as soon as she comes back, like she's the like main caregiver for the kids. He sorry, my headset died. What was I saying? Oh yeah, he's not the most attentive parent, so uh he mostly is just like eating pizza and watching TV and drinking a beer or a soda or something. um he usually will put the infant in that little like pack and play so that he can see him, or like he'll put him on like the little infant mat, and then the little girl is usually playing with her toys in the living room. But he does feed them. There is stuff so he can feed them. He does feed them. It's usually like a quick meal, but he's not the greatest parent. So, I haven't decided what I'm going to, if they're gonna have any more kids. Um, I don't have the mom on birth control right now. I also haven't decided if she's gonna like secretly get on birth control because she doesn't want to have any more kids or what's gonna happen. I will say, when we get to the point of me working on this fucking dining table, oh my god. When I tell you I struggled with, oh, here we go. I struggled with this dining table so bad. And it's only my own fault, okay? I could have just placed all the chairs and it'd be totally fine. No. I had to decide to put some of the I decided to put some of the chairs as like scooched in. There's only like two usable chairs on this table, okay? But I've decided to do this before I put all the like clutter down for this table. So then when I moved the table to put the clutter down and I went to go move it back, it wanted to connect to all of the different chairs and it wouldn't go back in its spot. So I had to redo all of the chairs all over again. It looks great at the end of it. It does. Trust me, it does. Um, I did not enjoy doing this though. I wish I had decided on just leaving all the chairs alone. I will say also, I wish I hadn't decided to put like random plates and bowls on this table because while playing with like playtesting, and also like I made a version of this save for me to like actually play with them a little bit to see if I would want to play with them. Um Forgetting that those weren't actual plates that they could clean up because I put them in slots like as if a sim had just finished eating. Um I'm like, why can't I click on this plate? And then I'm like, oh, I'm just an idiot. Okay then. So that was fun. I also really love the way that I put that chair in the high chair because it looks like a parent was like sitting there turned towards the kid. Yeah, here we go. This is the moment when I left it in so you could see the struggle, but it just wanted to connect to every single chair. So that was fun. Um, it's me struggling to figure out what the fuck's going on here. But it, I will say, um, that I'm someone who spends majority of my time in the main areas of a Sims house anyway. So me not really decorating the bedrooms is pretty useful for me. Like even on like when I would play in other save files and it would just be like one house that I'm playing with, it would be whoever my main sim is, who's usually like the teenager if there is a teenager. Their bedroom is really decorated, and um the main house, like the kitchen and the dining room and like the office space, the that all that stuff. That's what's decorated to like perfection. So, um, I also really like the idea that the fucking toddler took one of the toilet rolls and kind of just threw it. I found that piece of CC. I was like, yes. I will say as well that fish tank or whatever that is, that stayed on the floor the entire rest of this build, and then I ended up deleting it when I went into playtest at the end of everything. I was like, I completely forgot about this thing, and I couldn't even find a spot for it afterwards because I had cluttered everything else up. I was like, it's um, I really wanted to have like a nicely cluttered desk for her because I put her in like an office worker career, so I feel like she might work on some of her work at home, maybe. I don't know. Uh, so I feel like this is like her space. Like no one else touches this corner. um, I really like this rug too. That's a rug that I recently downloaded. It has like different sizes on. Oh my god, excuse me. The different swatches are different sizes, which I think is neat. Um, I don't think I spent too much time on the desk. Um, I think I spent a very little time on the parents' bedroom and a little bit more time in the kids' room because I feel like I'd spend a decent amount of like gameplay time in there. Uh, I don't know. I'm not much of a unless I've been playing with that sim since at least teenager. I don't vibe with the parents. I don't know why. So weird. I've been trying really hard to actually like decorate Sims bathrooms too. Um, I don't know. I just the bathroom is like not a place that like I like really think to like put anything more than like toothbrush, toothpaste, and like something like hand soap and like a towel to dry your hands. Like the clutter and all that. It just I have so much of it, but I never use it in the bathroom. I think too, like another reason why these houses feel a lot more decorated than some of my, like a handful of my other houses too. I've been working on a lot of community lots and big houses recently, and I hate decorating both. I mean, I'm enjoying decorating community lots a lot more because it's community lots that I'm picking. Like it's not just why is there have to be a bar in every single world? Especially when I don't really play with like one bar. Okay, cool. Especially because I'm connecting a lot of worlds, so it doesn't need to be one in every single world. But why is there a bar and a nightclub? Just, just give me the nightclub. But like, there's nothing for kids to. There's no lots for kids, and there's no lots for teenagers and whatnot. Like, it's all adult lots. So now that I have like parks and libraries and rec centers and everything, like it feels so much better to go in and decorate lots that I'm actually enjoying doing it, which is weird. I never thought I would enjoy decorating community lots because it's like what like I realized too, I barely leave my Sims houses. It's really bad. Like I spend majority of my gameplay in the house. Um so I when I was like building the park and even like Ruby's house, where it's like the bottom half is a daycare, that was really fun to decorate. Um, I literally started decorating the movie theater and then realized I wasn't recording, so then I had to like undo everything. Because I was just having so much fun doing it, which is so weird. I'm really excited for you guys to see the movie theater because I think that's a really neat lot. I do have to go in and landscape. That is another thing. So I just general builder things, like things that builders are usually really good at. I'm struggling with so bad. I'm not a builder, so like landscaping and layouts, like I'm learning and I'm getting better. However, these first handful of worlds, I'm definitely feeling I'm gonna come back and redo a lot of stuff later on when I'm actually done. Also, I just have to talk about it briefly. I know you guys are probably so over people talking about it. And like I told myself I wasn't going to talk about it in my videos, but I have to. The new expansion pack. It, it I already know I'm not going to have royals in my forever save, okay? I am completely removing all of the royal families that it brings in that pack. I'm using it entirely for its world, okay? And like some of like the systems. However, the cat family, I am having them in my game. However, they're in Windenburg. I've already made them. So the cat family that's coming with the pack, they are getting deleted immediately. Like, it will be nice if I can figure out a way for them to, like, my current cap family, just have some sort of nobility. And same with my Thebe family in, or the Laurent family, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. I don't know. I might switch them to Thebe. I don't care. Um, the Thebe family, I want them to have some sort of nobility too, because they're descendants from a princess. So like, um, but when I tell you there's an entire section in my Tumblr likes dedicated to this to the Cap and Monty family. I wrote out a fucking Google Doc on how their story, like the lore for them is in my game. It's I spent 2 days on that, and it was between the fucking fandom page and rolling fucking Sims 2 and Sims 4 Tumblr. And I don't even touch Sims 2 Tumblr, so that's how you know that was a fucking trip. Um, but for like people explaining, I was mainly on Sims 2 Tumblr for people explaining like different dynamics between the families. Because I don't have the Sims 2 game, so I can't just boot it up and like see how these people interact with each other and whatnot. But there's also like a lot of lore that's missing that I had to fill in the gaps for. I did to do it, by the way. I will be recreating. Like I plan on doing a handful of videos. Any living Cap family member will be in like I sorry, excuse me. All of the living family members, they're in a cast video. I'm also gonna do a video of me explaining my version of the lore. I do have the Monty family in because obviously that's part of that too. But I also want to do like I don't know what I want to do. I know I want to do like at least 3 videos on them. So we'll see what happens. But oh my god, wait. I'm in Newcrest. I'm working on Magnolia Promenade in the back. I think I might record the videos for that. One of the things is that I have to look into this because I don't know if I can upload this to YouTube. Like some people have okay, it actually might be okay. Because I did see someone else do a build. One of my builds in Magnolia Promenade is a dispensary. So I was like, I'm not sure if I can even upload that. But I am gonna do it'll either be 2 different videos or 4 different videos. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how long it takes me to do those builds. However, so Newcrest, Magnolia Promenade, and then Windenburg. So I gotta figure out quickly what I want to do, because that will be the next build. I think I'm gonna do what was I gonna say? I'm gonna do my rotational gameplay before I put go on to Magnolia Promenade, even though it's supposed to be part of Willow Creek. I need to do some actual fucking gameplay before I keep building, because just doing building and cast is not it. But I plan on the next worlds I want to do are Windenburg, Gibby Point, Ravenwood, and Henford on Bagley. Those are the next 4 worlds that I want to do. So. Oh my god, I'm still working on this fucking kitchen. I forgot about that. I completely looked away from my monitor. I had no idea what was going on the screen while I was talking about that. There's something else that I want to talk about, but I can't remember what it was. But no, I just needed to preface that you will not see any royalty gameplay from me when that pack comes out. I've dabbled in playing the Ultimate Decades Challenge a couple of times. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I can play that. I just need to have it completely set. I need to make a whole new Sims 4 folder if I want to do the Ultimate Decades Challenge. Oh my god, I forgot that I was struggling with this fucking microwave. This recording was literally from I think a week ago. So I'm seeing a lot of this for the first time again. And it's triggering. This house is causing so much stress with the fucking tool mod. But also, I think this house, this is the Purdue house. This one I used so much fucking tool while decorating this house. It's not even funny. I don't think I've opened tool this much working on a single tool. Here's where I was mentioning earlier where I used a shit ton of tool. I knew I wanted to use this TV stand because I've used it like maybe once or twice before, and I have been wanting to use it again for like ever. But I was also like, okay, I don't want to leave all the shelves empty. I want there to be like, it's not like they just moved in, you know? Like, I want there to be some stuff on the shelves. So I thought, okay, let's put books on the left and right. I put speakers, and then I love what I did with the whole top shelf. I think it very much fits, and it's something I absolutely would do if I had this giant TV stand. I absolutely would put a bunch of random like storage boxes on the top. This was honestly probably like the least difficult thing to do, surprisingly. I think the most difficult part was figuring out what I wanted to put where. Um, but no, I love the way that this turned out. I do feel like the majority of the rest of the living room feels kind of bland compared to this, but like, what are you gonna do? I think like you can tell the difference between a household that I'm gonna play in and a household that's just like decorating the house so if any of my Sims kids come over for like a birthday party or just to hang out or whatever, this house is not empty and bland and like it has some sort of flavor to it, you know? I don't know where I got this notion that I have to use a three-seater sofa, a love seat, and an armchair in almost every single fucking living room that I do. I didn't do it with the last one, with the like the family. I was going to, but I realized that their living room was too small for how much stuff I wanted to put in there and three different seating options. But I did it here, and it kind of works out here. I'm not sure. I've also been trying to put more like different all of my house because like majority of the time, excuse me, sorry. There's like nightstand lights on nightstands, and then there's just ceiling lights. Like that's just it. So still a work in progress trying to figure out where I can and cannot put lights. Um, but I think that like little lamp works because you can like turn it on to read in the little armchair, and then you don't have to turn on like the top light. So I think I'm gonna leave you guys here with just some music for the rest of uh this build. I'm sorry that I was like literally just rambling the whole video. I genuinely never know what to talk about in these videos. Hopefully I get better at it. But if you liked the video, don't forget to like button and subscribe, and then hit the notification bell so you know the next time I post either a cast video, a speed build, or when I start playing my rotational series. But I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time.